Hello, everybody. Is it cake or is it candy? No, it's Shit Talker. Welcome back to Shit Talker. It is me, your host, Canary Mirror, and we have my lovely sisters, starting with Chris Love.
Hello, everyone.
And then we have Vanity Mirror.
Hello, my babies.
Ceviche.
What's good?
And then we have Floor.
Hi.
And don't forget about our special guest. No, but talk shit just like us.
Where are you at? You have to talk.
Better come and subscribe and go over to YouTube at Shit Talker.
Show because you're not gonna want to miss our stuff. And I get to let
You know, today is Shit Talker, baby.
BRIAR Blush. Hey, BRIAR.
Hello, I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Yes.
We love seeing you. You look stunning. Look at her Furby look. First things
Oh,
first.
wait.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Oh, she came
Yes.
in. Clock it. First things first, let's get into these looks. Me, I'm trying to give like a chocolate like cake with some blue frosting. Like we're serving it on the runway. Chris?
I'm giving like a little funfetti, like cupcake, very bright moment with the little sprinkles.
Vanity?
Here. Yeah.
America, it's carrot.
Carrot cake, yes. Ceviche?
Baby, I'll give you cupcake, realness. Cute little.
Definitely realness. Floor?
And I'm on top, and usually I'm never on top of the wedding cake, so.
I
And
cannot.
then BRIAR Blush. What are you serving us today?
Some bitch has to eat all this cake, so I decided it's me and my Furbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. BRIAR, as the world may know, you're a Boston queen and you represent Boston very well. And Corey King is also a Boston queen. So what do you want to tell us about Corey that the world might not know?
Corey is actually secretly a genius. Corey is like, everything Corey does is mathematical, planned out. She has a motive. Mama, nothing is natural about that bitch.
Oh, work it. Honestly, let's see if we can read into that. Y'all heard it here first, so let's see how calculated Corey King is throughout the season. Let's go. So last week, Susie 2 wins. What are your guys' thoughts on Susie 2 winning? The girls seem happy that she won. You guys agree? What are your guys' thoughts
I mean,
about that?
me personally, I would be upset to lose to a bitch who didn't sing the whole second verse to a lip sync, but I won't spook it.
But can you tap
Yeah,
that foot, though?
Baby,
Exactly.
anyone can tap a foot.
It was memorable though, and she made RuPaul laugh, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
But,
Okay.
but then RuPaul was like, it's a lip sync. What about that? Do you not understand?
Yes, and she's like, take your shoes off now.
Right.
No more shoes.
Well, Valentina
for
wasn't
you.
doing nothing funny, so maybe if she was filling up that time with something funny,
Baby, she was scared. You saw that face. She was
Girl.
heavy breathing and shit.
Hermona is getting people mad and their feathers roughed up. So I know Chris does that to a lot of people. So I want to know her thoughts on it. Like Chris.
Honestly, I feel like Hermona is slightly, I don't know, rubbing people the wrong way just because people are not used to like the country accent, and like she's just kind of giving a little bit of fake Southern hospitality. And I don't know, I feel like they think something is like, she has something in the back of her head, like waiting for the girls. And she just gives a little calculated. So
Yeah.
I don't blame them. I would probably be wary of her too.
You hate Hermona Lisa too. Vanity, what are your thoughts on her?
Love Hermona.
I am on Corey King's side. I do not like that girl. I didn't like her when she walked in. I didn't like her for the promo. I do not care for that girl. That girl has no substance to me. But we'll get into the lip sync later, but
yeah. I think Hermona definitely is just rubbing people the wrong way. I don't know why. I personally low-key am living. Like, I'm like, ruffle the feathers. Like, do your big one. So, Lexi tells them that she's doing skating. What are your guys' thoughts on her skating? Would you guys be scared? Can you guys skate?
I skate. Hold up. Everyone, I was so mad. I have something to say about this. I've been thinking about this all week. Listen, I roller skate as part of my drag shows. I do it in my one-woman show. I do it in my theater shows. Can I say my opinion about how she skated, or are we saving that?
No, you can go for it right now. Might as well.
Her skating itself was not that good. Like, it was like, she just kind of looped around, and the cartwheel is impressive, don't get me wrong, but the toe stops are rubbery, so the cartwheel's made easier on skates in my head with the toe stops than with an actual heel. And so, while the splits and all that was impressive, the skating is not the talent. It's just that she could do those stunts, and they were gagged that she was doing it on skates. It's good. She did great. I'm just like, as like somebody who has taken more time to be better at skating than that, like I'm like, that's not what I would
You're
have
saying
done.
she's playing in your profession.
Exactly.
I'm saying that she let me down. And if I want to see a skater, I want to see some bitch who can skate, not some bitch who can do a cartwheel on the
In a
toe
Robbie
stops.
Turner kind of way.
Yeah, like she just looped around and did a little cart. What, Mama, the splits. Once she was on the floor, she was on the floor.
Briar, just so you know, Vanity is hacking and trying to find your IP address and loading the content as you speak.
That is fine, girl. You can clock in. I can fight.
Moving to Hormona Lisa, she does stand up, and I want to pass this to the funniest bitch I know. Laura, what are your thoughts on her doing stand up? Because I know you're so fucking funny.
Oh my god. No, I don't understand. Girls, like, why do stand up? It's just not gonna go well under a minute. You can't make anyone laugh under a minute unless it's like a hella like funny joke.
I
I
think
don't think
her
it's
thought
funny.
process was like, if I do it, like, I'm the one. Like, if I make these bitches laugh, I am fierce. Like, that's probably what she was thinking, and it flopped. Fierce.
Girl, save it.
Girl, save. The girls are mingling and canoodling, and somebody I know here, not to throw shots, has had a relationship with a drag persona before. Briar, you seeing these queens mingle with each other, who is your ship? Who are you shipping the hardest? Because there's a few in there.
I just like something about it feels like disingenuine to me. Like you just met, you're gagging. Oh,
Right,
let's
like
be in a
day one?
relationship. It's like it's fake. It's cheap. Come on, get by on your talents, not on fucking making a relationship.
Yeah, okay, I like
Wake it
that.
up.
No, girl, and
So,
I gotta be honest too. It's like after my stint dating drag artists, I think all of you are goblins. I don't want any of that. I think I'm good. Like y'all can stay back.
Lawrence Cheney comes in and reveals that the runway is a cake. Obviously, it is. If you guys were to do this runway, would you show like? Would you be like? Because I think we all pad besides one. Would you guys show your padded ass, or would you be like bare, like booty, like find a way to make that work?
Pad, girl, pad. It's a ass runway, and you're gonna show me your
Yeah.
little boy ass.
Yeah.
Damn, like, yeah, I'm
Okay.
definitely showing my
Boy
pads.
ass?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay, Savichi, you have any comments?
I'm showing my pads, girl. Like, my padded ass is going to be
Y'all,
out.
y'all
You
don't see
already
right now, but
know.
Ceviche's padded for the gods.
Baby, right
Girl.
now, body is so tea.
I would low key, like me personally, I'm gonna find a way to work my bare booty into that, but I'm gonna still be padded on the sides, but I wanna show like the cheeks. Like you really wanna I don't wanna see who had bad booty? No shade Jewels? Like we saw that and that was not eating. That was really good. The runway is it cake, and I'm gonna just start going down the girls. And what we do on Shit Talker is we say pretty, midi, or shitty. So whatever you think the runway is giving, you can go into it a little further. I'm gonna start with Sam Star. And this one has a lot of controversy around it, but I personally think it's pretty. I love how she did the cake, like real cake, and showed her butt at the same time. I feel like she's one of the few people that did that.
Pretty. It was cute. I liked it. I mean, if you're gonna show your ass and you don't have a lot of it to show, then I think that's like the right way to do it. Like really accentuate the shape around it, like the frame.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is like very the direction I would go because it's very like sweet, loving, sensual. It shows off like that you're cute to the judges, like you're very innocent,
Yeah.
and it was very cute. I thought it was very pretty.
Something tells me Sam Star is not innocent, but I see what you're coming from.
She's a she devil. She's
Um,
a she devil.
but yeah, I liked what she did with the theme. I think that she was one of the few that, like Canary said, like actually did both, like the food cake and the ass. So I appreciate it for that. I think it was a little flat because it was all kind of one tone, one color, and I think it could have, had some dimension to it, color wise. But I think it was well done and it was polished. Regardless of what you think about Sam Star, the girl is polished.
Down. All right, Ceviche.
I loved it. And you know what? I think it also looked a little bit different on TV because that's just like flat white. Because on Instagram, I saw the designer who, like, they posted the look and the actual up close, and it was gorgeous. Like, it had detail. Like, that shit looked like a cake. So,
Also, how the fuck did she pack that?
Girl.
right, how you pack that?
Sam Star, if you're watching, let us know, please.
But I thought it was so pretty. I loved.
I'll give it a pretty. I thought the cake part could have been a little shorter. I feel like she like looked super short.
Thought
I
it
also thought she was just moving a little stiff in it.
Your hatred for Sam Star
I
grows
think
every
so.
episode.
It don't.
Um,
Well,
moving on to Anya Nerve, and let's start with Chris. What are your thoughts on Anya's?
On Anya's runway, I'm gonna say like pretty midi because I think there was elements that were pretty, but I think it wasn't the most flattering overall. I think the color looked gorgeous on her skin, and I love ginger on her. I think she should wear ginger hair more often. But yeah, it wasn't my favorite. There were elements that looked a little on the cheaper side, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that. My thoughts on Anya's look, I thought it was good. Jules did say that it was an Amazon corset, which is really shady, but I low-key see it. I thought the colors were good, but when I saw her wig, it was Track City in the back, and I don't like Track City. So no Track City, Miss Anya Nerve.
It was MIDI. I mean, yeah,
Oh, I didn't
it
even
is
say
an
which one I thought it
Amazon.
was. It was MIDI. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, MIDI. There was nothing extra to it. We've seen Peaches on the runway too. I feel so. It was just nothing like crazy like Peach. Um, I honestly, yeah, that's basically it. Nothing really else to speak on.
I would say like I love the idea of a peach. It's just that she didn't execute it right really well. Like you could still see the ass whenever she revealed the leaf off of it. Like it just wasn't executed really perfectly. I also agree with the track city. Like it was even though I'm in that city right now, but
Four, number four.
but I will let it go. I will let it go for that reason. For that it will be no longer a shitty, it will be a midi.
That was crazy
I
work.
cannot.
Briar, what are your thoughts on Anya's look?
Honestly, I don't think it, I don't think much of it, but it's okay. I definitely think it's better than not, it's MIDI. It's MIDI. She followed the assignment better than
She
most
was
people up
there.
there. Do I like it? No, but is it on theme? Yes. It's okay.
Briar,
It's
you
MIDI.
gotta stop coming to Shit Talker drunk. It's really sad. Okay,
This is an intervention.
Vanity, what are your thoughts on Briar's look?
Shitty boots, shitty caboodle boots. Didn't like the wig. The skirt part looked cheap. It was an Amazon corset. I love Anya. She is sickening. Love her like attitude, her sass. The way she served it on the runway was sickening. But when she revealed the ass and it was like a star, I want to say
Yeah.
thing in the middle, like I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Moving on to Crystal Envy. I want to hear from Vanity first with Crystal Envy because I know she has some thoughts on this look with the dogs. So I'm gonna let you talk your shit, Vanity.
I thought her talent was interesting as well as this runway, so she is consistent. And I just found it funny how she was like, "I love being tan," but the bodysuit was lighter than her, like lighter than her face.
Yeah.
And also, why are we a muscle baby girl woman? Like, I don't like why. Like,
Yeah.
pick
Oh,
one or
so you're
the
saying
other.
pick a gender?
We'll pick one or the other. So, unfortunately, I would have to give it a shitty, but
All right,
love
Briar,
her.
what are your thoughts on Crystal Envy's look?
For the record, I love Crystal, but this look is shitty, girl. You know what this is? It's like she. I'm sure she was like, "This is a really interesting creative idea." It's like was her thought process in it, but
Yeah.
like it's not. It's just like weird. It's like the dog looks weird. It's like the bathing suit's weird. The muscles are weird. Everything's weird. It's a chop. I don't like it.
Now, I think Crystal's look, I wouldn't say shitty. I think it's MIDI because I really enjoy the concept. I think it could have been executed a little bit better, but her hair and her face looks good. I enjoy the concept. I enjoy the dog like pulling down the thing. I think the bikini top could have stayed on. Her ripping that off I didn't like that. But other than that and the execution, I'm gonna give it a MIDI for that reason. But Chris, what are your thoughts on her look?
I didn't. This wasn't my favorite look from Miss Envy. I wasn't too big on the airbrushed cat suit because I felt like it did the opposite of what I think thought it was doing. It kind of made her look more masculine, and she's already kind of muscular. And I just feel like she really didn't need it. Like I feel like anything that she did could have been achieved without it. I like the pigtails. I thought the dog was a nice touch. It was like a little campy moment, but yeah, there was just little things that could have been different. So I'm gonna say midi on this one.
Yeah. Ceviche?
I think it's a midi. I wish it was like what Jimbo had, like the silicone body, like that would have looked good.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been really really puss. But yeah, I never enjoy the airbrush bodysuit things. I can never get down with that. Those are so hitty. Please stop wearing them. 2025. Let's get that out. Um, just a no. Yeah.
I definitely agree with Chris in that aspect. Like you're already like a muscly type of like a dude out of drag, so like you could have just wore like a
You're like, I see it.
bikini,
I see
have like the
it.
dog. Like you could
Dude.
have just like without like
Let's
the
call her a
airbrush
man one more
bodysuit.
time.
It made the feminine vibe of it so masculine. Like, it was like kind of jarring slightly. I get what you're saying. I was like, oh. Yeah.
I was like,
But
wait, a drag king's on Drag Race, period.
yeah.
Clock
No.
it.
Okay. Moving on to Corey King. This Monet Exchange outfit. It is probably one of the ugliest things I've seen Corey wear. I think this is so bad. We've seen her reference Monet Exchange, I think, 35 million times. Like, I'm low-key sick of her referencing Monet. But I love Corey, so to say that, it hurts. But this is hitty. This is my first hitty.
If you're gonna reference, things Monet has done, I'm not sure her looks are the thing to reference.
Right.
And it's like, it's definitely like it's a shitty. Is that what we're saying? Hitty shitty. It's bad. It's
Oh, yeah,
bad.
you're right. Shitty. I said hitty. I was trying to keep it PG. No, that's shitty. It's shitty.
Girl, it's
Yeah.
shitty. I expect so much more from Corey. The body is so tea, more tea than everyone else's. Like, she should be so embarrassed that she wore that while everyone else had great costumes.
Right. Like, you are literally the body queen. This could have been your only
Okay,
exception.
not everybody had great costumes.
I just thought of something that would have been cunt, and that would have been a Monet reference as well. If she did like the Kim Kardashian All Stars for like if she reinvented that, like the putting the champagne on the booty, that would have been a good way to reference Monet and like do a cake runway.
Yeah.
That would have been cute.
I love a good reference, but it's just that Corey just always referencing something now. Like we just know her as
Yeah,
a
like
person that
you're
just
referencing
referencing
a
shit.
slave owner with this look. Like, I love that. Like, I'm scared. Like, I'm in Jack Paul's really, really scared.
No, but this look is definitely. I want to give it a midi because I love Corey, but it just can't because like you need to show up with your drag. Like I'm
Yeah.
sorry, so it's a shitty.
Yeah, definitely a shitty. I mean, I'm sure RuPaul doesn't even know the reference. Like, RuPaul ain't going to work the world. So
Mm.
why are we bringing up a look that it just means absolutely nothing to anything in regards to the theme? Body was tea though. I saw them pass shaking, like jiggle. Like how do your pads have a recoil? I don't. It's like but it was shitty.
I'm gonna have to give it a midi, only because like the runway wasn't that bad in terms of like the outfit was cute, like I guess or whatever. But I have to give it a midi because even whatever she wore, she had the best body on that runway.
Chris, do you have anything else you want to add?
I will say I think I loved it when it first came out, like all together. So I'm gonna give it a midi, but I also feel like if you're gonna reveal something, it should be like better than like what you come out in. And to reveal into like a plain shirt with the high waisted panty was just
Yeah, it was nasty.
yeah.
Oh, nasty.
I love you, Corey, but girl.
Yeah, maybe next week. Moving on to Lexi Love, the diva. This is everything. I'm obsessed with this look. I think she looks so good. I think the TV thing was really cute. My only thing is it doesn't give me any type of cake, and this like I showed the front of this, what would you think the theme is? Like, not booty, not cake. So that's the one reason that I don't like truly love it, but I do love it a lot. Next up, so this gets a pretty for me. Vanity, this is your Louisville sister. So what are your thoughts?
Yes, I do love Lexi. That is my girl. That is my Louisville sister. I love this. I will give this a pretty. I will say how she interpreted the prompt. I do know she originally was gonna have like a slice of cake out of the back of the TV as well, because she took it as kind of like what Lawrence did, as in like the is it cake or is it like an actual object.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish that detail made it, but I guess something happened or she ran out of time. But other than that, it's a pretty.
Overall, I do like the outfit a lot, actually. I think it's cool. I love the TV head. I think that's such a great thing to do. I don't necessarily think it's like the most theme accurate, but I'm gonna say pretty because I really did like it.
I would give it a pretty. It's like I love the idea. I love everything about it. I just don't care. I'm biased. I love Lexi. She's my front runner of this season, and I'm just so inspired. She says that she's gonna smoke and choke those babies, and I believe her. Ever since she said that, she got me hooked.
Work.
No
All
shade.
right. Ceviche?
I'm gonna give it a midi, I think. As much as I love Lexi, like, that fucking TV head was so cool. The bodysuit, so cool. 2 flesh tone circles on your booty. Like, it was a bit random to me, but I mean, it looked good, so yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a pretty because I think the outfit itself and like the construction of everything looked so good, and the colors really, really popped on stage, especially in contrast to some other runways that felt a little more flat. This one like popped in your face, like 3D. So I was in love with that. I do think it could have had a little more of a cake element, but Lexi's not really known for cake, period. So I wasn't really expecting too much booty from her. So
Yeah.
I'm pleased with what I got.
Work. Oh my god, you're the queen of kindness. Who would have thought? You're not like Candy. You're not. Moving on to Hormona Lisa. Chris, what are your
House
thoughts
of
on
Angels.
Oh, let's see
what
how
are your
long the
thoughts
kindness
on
House of
lasts.
Angels, I can't.
House of Angels? What are your thoughts on Hormona Lisa's look, Chris?
I thought it was nice. I thought it was cute for her. I was a little bored, but I mean, she doesn't really do much exciting runways from what I can tell so far. So I think we kind of know what we're gonna get. So it's a midi for me because it's not horrible. It just wasn't exciting. It was definitely the better of the Marie Antoinettes on that runway, though. So she gets that.
Jesus Christ. I think Hormona. This was low key pretty to me. Like I think it looks good. It's a good execution of a Marie Antoinette outfit. Yes, I'm sick of seeing Marie Antoinette outfits, but it looks good. So I don't remember the booty aspect. I don't remember that part
It
of
was
her
like
look.
two little whipped cream things with like
Hmm.
Yeah.
cherries
Okay.
on
Yeah.
top.
I like that. I
All
think it's pretty.
right.
I think it's pretty. Vanity, what are your thoughts?
Shitty. Didn't like it. Sick of seeing it.
Okay. Don't
That's
waste.
all.
Don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time. Floor, what are your thoughts?
No, because Hormona has superpowers. Because like she turned into Acacia Forgot because forgot about her, and I just
Me too, girl. I was like, what did she wear? I genuinely forgot.
no, because
Girl.
I literally was like, oh my god, she did do that to her ass. She did have the whipped creams on her. Like, she definitely won the Battle of Marie Antoinette, but at the same time, at what cost? Like, it was just.
BRIAR, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. It's just like
Don't talk.
I'm finding it. I'm finding it.
You finding it?
I I think like in this day and age, it's like we need to start rewarding people who are creative and unique, not just like they feel like they are sucking at the tit of drag. Like it's like I don't know. It's like oh, what do I do for cake? Let them eat cake, Marie Antoinette.
Right.
Thank you.
I think that the only way she was ever going to get on the show is by handing RuPaul that USB. It's MIDI.
She chased him down with the USB.
Jesus Christ, BRIAR. You
If
stabbed her,
RuPaul would
and
have
then you
seen this
stabbed her again.
package,
Girl. Oh
Mama,
my
she had to
god.
think quick. She had to think quick. RuPaul was in town. She knew what she had to do.
Girl. Alright, Ceviche, finish us off. On that note.
Yeah, finding it, bitch, because it's like, yeah, right on the nose. Just where's the ass too? Like, no ass. I got it, but like didn't get it. Like, it also was like more of like a cream pie than a cake. So it was just no shitty.
Alright, let's stop talking about that mess. Moving on to Lana Jarre Vanity's impersonator. Like, she tries to be her so bad. But Lana Del Rey, I love this look. I think this is probably my favorite look on the runway. I think this is so good. When she turned around, I was like, normally I'm more of like into the draggy stuff, not the high fashion stuff. And for her to like take that high fashion spin on it and look that good and look, it like melted in my mouth when I was looking at her. It was so good. I love this look. Vanity, what are your thoughts?
Love this look. It was also my favorite of the night. I'll give it a too pretty. Cause like when I seen her come out, and I was like, what is my sis about to do for this? Like, who knows? And then when she turned around, it was just too good. The hair was perf. The length of the dress was perf. Like, no notes.
I liked it. I thought it was very cute. I think in my head it could have used a little bit more like jewelry, a little bit like, something to zhuzh it up a little bit. She looked so beautiful though. Um my only gripe is we've seen this before on the Drag Race runway, right? Like the turnover, your like corset butt situation. We've seen it a few times. It's but she's just so beautiful that like I kind of don't care. So I'm going to give it a pretty.
Right. Okay. Oh, you're so sweet. Moving on to Chris Love.
I thought Lana looked gorgeous. I love this color on her. I feel like I rarely get to see her in this color, so it was really nice. And I love this updo on her. Like, she looks great in, like, no shade, styled, like, synthetic wigs. I really like it. And I thought, bitch, if your haters are gonna say you need to pad, this is the way to show them you don't need to pad. Because she's turned around and she was the only bitch with the booty given, like, on point. So, I was living for this look. It's very pretty to me.
Chris, would you do the look? Like, could you ever do a look like this? I would love to see it, like, turn around and, like, hey.
You might see a pad line or a nude bodysuit, but I could probably get away with it.
All right, moving on to Ceviche.
I thought it was really pretty. I really did love it. Yeah, it was that green on her with the rhinestone, it looked so good on her. The only thing I will say, and I will get into this later too, she did seem a little frantic on the runway. That like she walked out, took a few steps front, and then went like you couldn't wait a few seconds just to really like sink in. Because I feel like if we waited, it would have been like such a gag. Like at the end of the runway, just like
Yeah.
I needed something like that.
Okay, I will agree with Briar on the fact that we have seen this before. Like, it's like a detox moment. It's a very detox moment. And I wish she approached it like detox because she had the idea in her head with like the cake category. She took her concept, she ran with it, and it paid off because she was one of the most polished up there and the most best looking up there. So she definitely gets her tens, and she gets a too pretty.
Floor, we're gonna go to your sister, Acacia Forgot, because I know you guys both like to show your ass on the internet. So, what are your thoughts on Acacia Forgot's look, Floor?
What'd she do? She did
Very
the
Floor, you
hairy ass
dropped.
was not it. That's all I wrote. It looked like a garden. I like the shape of it, but it just could have been better. The concept was there. It just needed that other level. That's all she needs. That other level. She needs time to cook, I feel.
Yeah, I disagree. I just think it's like shitty because I think the concept is bad and I think she looks bad. And when she turned around and I saw her hairy butt, I was like, this is bad and it looks like it stinks really bad. So her whole look just revolves around the word bad for me personally. I do not like this look at all. This is so bad. So it's shitty for me. Vanity, what are your thoughts? Can you match my
Oh, I
energy?
forgot to say. Yeah, I forgot. Shitty. Yeah, shitty.
It was shitty. Down. Like the hairy ass didn't have any correlation. The dress was ugly. Like it looked like a tarp. Like I didn't understand the reveal of like pulling two strings and then the back of your dress opening. I'm like like I don't know. Which it was ugly.
Yeah, it looked like a kid. It looked like a kid's tent, and I don't know. It looked cheap, and I don't even know what fabric that was. Like, is it like plastic, like paper? Like I don't know, but it looked crazy a little bit. But yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. It's a
It
little
gave
kitty.
like when children like have a sleepover and they make their own forts out of like blankets and shit. That's what it gave me.
Yes, I see that.
What's hiding under that
With two
outfit?
hairy pillows.
Girl.
Chris, what do you give it?
Hitty.
Shitty?
Shitty, hitty, midi, everything bad.
Moving on to Arietti. I personally love this look. I think she looks out of this world
Hold
stunning.
up.
Oh, Briar, did I forget about you?
Yeah, and I have some shit
I'm
to
so
say. I know exactly how much that fabric costs. I know exactly what fabric that is. That fabric is the cheap silk that you can get at Joann Fabrics that's always on sale. I know exactly, and they put a decal on it. They printed out. I think it was either like a some like like a screen printed little thing on it. It looked awful, and I'll tell you why. Because that fabric is 100% plastic. It's shiny and terrible, and if you put a
Wait,
lighter
I
to it, it would all
know
melt.
that! Wow.
Picture this. You think to yourself at home, I got on RuPaul's Drag Race, the runway category, cake. I'm gonna show RuPaul my hairy ass cheeks.
Girl.
What was the thought process?
No, there wasn't a thought process. She thinks to herself, this is the problem. This is the problem with the mindset that a lot of drag queens have where they think that they're so good and they're so creative. You're not. Because you know what? Things are only worthwhile when they're good. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I had saw her in that workroom, I said, "Well, I'm not going home today. It's okay.
Girl.
I'm not. I'm gonna stay longer than her." That is
Hey,
embarrassing. I'm sorry.
Hey, Casey, you really showed your ass with this one.
Girl, down. Moving on to Arietti. She comes out looking like the space galactic diva. She looks stunning. I love this look. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I think everything looks so refined and perfect, and the makeup looks stunning. Arietti knows how to serve it on the runway. So Arietti, this is a pretty all around for me. Ceviche, how about you?
Phoebe, this was pretty gorgeous, stunning. I was obsessed. Like everything about the shoulders, the proportions to your body. Like holy shit, that it was so appealing to the eyes. Like I don't, I'm obsessed. I don't really like, and this is for the other girls too, the rhinestone in the booty hole. I don't know why your hole is stone, but
Is yours not?
um oh no, but the front is.
I love the futuristic vibes that she went for. Like everything was right, the proportions, her arms looked fucking cool as shit. And I'm marking it down that she is the mug of the season. Like I feel like no one outmugs her, I feel, like out of the cast. I'm sorry. I'm marking that down. And yeah, as like the further reveal into the ass, uh it was actually kind of cute. Like it was like good. It was up there for the people. It was like definitely the tops for me. So it's
Work.
pretty.
All right, Briar.
I love it. It's beautiful. She's stunning. She's gorgeous. You know what? I don't know what's stopping these girls from putting on like a little thong shaper to like give them a good butt crack in there.
Right.
I don't know what's stopping them because you can stone that. But
Right.
other than that, it's pretty.
Work. All right, Vanity.
I think it was really pretty. I think it was lovely. I agree with Briar. The whole ass cheek thing. I don't know why a lot of these girls have like a una cheek,
Unibutt.
right? Like a
You
una cheek. Like I don't, but you know. Other than that, like I loved it. No notes.
all right, Chris Love.
I thought this was stunning. I love that she went for like a futuristic vibe. Honestly, fuck what Michelle said because I think that white nose is so signature and people are gonna remember it. So
Yeah.
honestly, I like that she's continuing to do it. It's kind of funny because Michelle just told her about it and she put it right back on. So I live. And yeah, the look was fab. It looks so well made and like detailed. So I really appreciated it. It was pretty to me.
So, Jules, we have really uplifted you on this channel, and we have loved everything you've done. But this week, we're gonna have to knock you down a slight peg because this look, for me personally, it looked like last minute, cheaply made. You had unibooty. I don't get the string, like drawstring in between the booty cheeks. I just didn't love it. For that reason, it's a midi for me because she still looks good. It just like there's not much of a concept there for me in this, and it looks poorly made. So
I will say, who is we? Because I enjoyed it. There could have definitely been some tweaks though. Like the star cups, those looked very misshapenly, but overall, I thought it was really cute. It did have a story. It's Puerto Rican and Cuban flag, so I see her. I see the vision. But I didn't like the G string in the butt too. So But I'm gonna still keep it at pretty. I loved it.
All right, Chris.
So, as a diva that loves stars, as you can tell, I thought some of these stars were a little wonky. I can't lie. I love you in a bust down. I feel like I don't see it too often, and you look really good in it. And yeah, I mean, it was okay. I know Godoy made it, so it's clearly well made. There were just certain shapes that were off to me. So I'll give it a pretty, but it's a little close to a midi because of some things.
Yeah, Briar.
It wasn't that interesting, and I thought it was a little wonky, and I didn't necessarily like it visually. I also thought it was kind of plain, and but it was pretty good. So it's a midi.
That was a roller coaster.
That was a roller coaster, but I agree. Like, yeah, it's fair. Take us there. Take us through it. Vanity, Milan.
Ooh, that's not.
Um,
But I
That's
personally,
right.
I think it was a pretty. I think it was like a little lower, like closer to a midi, but I'll still say pretty because the face was giving. I thought it was a really like pretty way on like to do a flag, not in like a Geneva car kind of way. Um,
Oh,
so like
Geneva!
I liked the idea, but there was some fit issues.
Work. Okay. Floor.
Um, Jewels, like the face, always pretty. Face is always pretty. Hair, always pretty. I just didn't like. She represented salmon on that runway because it was very low crotch and but it was cute. It was cute,
That's a
and
stray.
the stars are just very just not cut out well. There's like it's not polished. That's all it is. It's just not polished. So for that reason, it will be a midi.
Moving on
haters.
to the bitch that we can't forget, and that's the Ella. Joella, Chris's fave. Chris, can you start us off on your thoughts with Joella and her Marie Antoinette look?
All I gotta say is the back of the wig was looking how it was looking. No, but ooh, Joella? Do you want me to continue? Because I don't have to. Because I don't want to hurt your feelings, sister. But no, I like you in pink hair. I've never seen that.
He's finding it.
The
Chris, back it up. You don't like it.
I think Joella, this is sadly a hitty for me too. Joella, I truly love you and I think you're so funny. But this look itself, I think there could have been, it was just crazy and I'm tucked to be like, some of these girls look crazy. And like looking at you, I was just like, what is happening? I know I'm delusional, but Joella, you take it up there and that's why I really enjoy you because you're
But you know
delusional.
what? I want her confidence.
I want her confidence. But it is a hitty because the back of the wig looks how it looks. Briar?
Ooh. Um, just like imagine you like it's like a dominatrix thing, right? So imagine you go to a dungeon. You're so excited to meet your mistress, and then that walks out. Mama, that's a Mama,
mama.
she is like single-handedly the reason why people are wanting to ban drag. Like it's like, oh my god, diabolically
Oh my
awful.
god!
And another thing too, when I saw that runway for the first time, girl, I was eating. Mama, appetite ruined. I'm gonna say it's shitty. It's worse than shitty. It's diarrhea-y.
Yeah, this is
Like,
shitty.
but you want to know what I will say? You want to know what I will compliment?
Hmm.
Nothing.
Oh.
I thought her. Okay, maybe it's like a blur, and maybe I'm looking at it as like a memory right now, but it's. I thought it looked fine. Girl.
I can promise you it didn't.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind then. I saw it in the trailer and I didn't get it. I see it here and I still don't get it. It was just not like, yeah, it was shitty
Yeah.
boots.
Vanity.
um, I
Prepare for
think
impact.
I
Girl.
um I think that this is the worst runway that has been on Drag Race in a long time. She dug in the trash and gathered her package from what I have seen so far. So it seems to come all from one designer. So lucky for her. I've never seen her in this wig. Why was the lace dirty? Like I didn't get it. It was shit.
Oh, Miss Perry. I'm a Holder Pamela. Like, what's the storyline here? I get it. We both in Track City, but at the same time, like, this is Drag Race. We can't be lazy. We had to amp it up a bit. Like, we had to uplift each other because as gay people, we get to choose our families, and uh, just just bring it up. Just
Yeah.
keep on going.
Rest in peace, Joella. Found dead. Moving to Lucky Stars. Lucky. I
God,
normally
it's not
love
ending.
Lucky Stars. You come out in this soap look. It looks executed well. The outfit. It doesn't have anything to do with cake, and your butt doesn't even like. It's not even the main purpose of the outfit. It just doesn't fit the theme. So for that reason, it is a shitty. Sorry. I feel bad saying that because I actually like the outfit, just not for this. But it is a shitty. Chris, how do you feel about your Florida sister?
My Florida sister. I can't defend you on this one. I can't lie. I like the creativity, but I think it missed the brief, and I'm starting to get a pattern of corsets that don't really accentuate your waist very much. I'm gonna have to give this a hitty, unfortunately, or shitty. I don't know, whichever.
It's not good. It's okay. I'm fine in it. I think like how is you painted purple but you're still forgettable? It's not my favorite, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna say it's midi.
Why a purple sponge when sponges are usually yellow, especially like kitchen sponges? Like if you did like SpongeBob, like a square booty, that would have been everything. That would have been
Oh
funny.
my
That would have been
god,
cute. That would have
Wait,
been
let us know.
good. But this was not. So it's shitty.
Flora, what are your thoughts on Lucky Stars' outfit?
No, because I love Lucky. She is trade, but I would.
for what?
What?
What the fuck?
What?
What?
I
That is a
can't.
crazy way to
I
start.
can't.
I'm gonna cry.
It's a shitty. I didn't understand the purple.
I cannot.
I just didn't understand it. Okay.
Girl,
Too
get
much.
up.
Too
She
much.
is trade, but
Too much. Like, I love Lucky so much. I think her personality is sickening. This was not. This was shitty. I'm also like I'm not a person who like has like many phobias or whatever. Like, but it was disgusting to look at. Like the mini holes was nasty.
Ew.
I could not do the whole like the mini holes. Like I just could not. It didn't have like anything to do with cake.
Moving on to Lydia Butthole Collins. This was her cake look. It was like a rose. It gave me rose vibes. I love it. I thought it was really pretty. I honestly think this is a really good look. It's very pretty to me. Vanity.
I agree. I loved it. Her mug was really pretty. I love Lydia in black hair. Especially this is like a better black wig than what she walked in.
Yeah.
So it was lovely to see her in like a good black wig. And the face was beat. And the dress was really pretty. And I've never seen like the thorns like on the ass. Like that was a really cute touch.
All
Very pretty.
right. Floor.
Actually, this is actually one of my favorites of the runway. Like, I
Yeah.
actually loved Lydia's runway this week. Like, I loved like the ass with like the spikes on it. That was like really creative. I did not expect that whenever she turned around, and it was kind of like punky a little bit, like as like a little bit of a Beetlejuice like reference I see because of the
Yeah.
red and
I
like
can see
the
that.
hair. I I thought it was very smart of Lydia. I loved it. I can't. I don't know. God believe
Briar.
me. Pretty.
Um, I don't have a lot to say about it, but it's cute. It's good. I think that she looks better than most of them, so I think that's something to be proud of. Pretty.
Pretty. All right. Chris.
I thought Lydia looked great this week. I really liked that she took a dress that she already had, which she said on her little Instagram post. And that's the way to do it. Drag Race is expensive. If you can get something you have already and make it into something that's runway worthy, that's definitely the way to go. And she looked great. I think it paid off for her.
Good.
Actually, that was her raw ass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the booty was on, so you better.
Ceviche.
Yeah, her booty was perky, like ass was
Did you
fat.
want it?
No. Okay, no.
Corey King do though.
Let's not get
Corey
it
King
twisted.
does though, for sure.
Exactly.
Baby. um, wish the undergarments that she had under, she had like a black bra and a black underwear. I wish it was red, so it kind of like all fully like cohesive. Like I thought that the back was just a little unthought of, but everything else, I mean, yeah, it was a gorgeous dress. The gorgeous detail of the spikes, I loved it. It was pretty.
Work. All right. And then moving on to our last runway of the night, it is Susie Toot. Ah, the Toot. Chris, you want to start with your Florida sister?
Yes, Susie, I love this for you. I thought this was so smart, and hearing it before I saw it, I was like, "How is this gonna work? Like, how is it gonna read?" But I actually thought it worked so well. The way you like act, obviously you're like a Broadway like theatrical girl, so I knew you were gonna eat the way you sold the outfit, and it was so cool. I love the story, and I thought it was well executed, and bitch, the booty was right, so I was living. I
Me
give her
per-
a pretty.
Pretty. Me personally, I think Susie's look. When I first saw it, I'm sorry, I'm not living. I don't like this look that much. To me personally, I just think it's kind of it's out there. Like I get it. It's really on the nose for me. I'm bored looking at it. It was creative, but I think it could have been executed better because it literally looked like a donkey leg, like the sweatpants I can get off Amazon. Like I was like gagging. So that being said, it is a midi for me, but I still like the thought behind it, Susie. So that's cute. Um, cute. Vanity, what are your thoughts?
I loved it. I wish the legs were more like mascot kind of looking, like more just like more draggy. Like I wish it was like bodied down, but it was cute. I'll give it
Vanity,
a
put your
midi.
hands down. Put your hands down, Vanity. Don't show them. What'd you say?
I give it a midi. It's fine.
Midi. Okay.
I'm I'm starting to be a fan of Susie too. I didn't think I would have in the beginning, but I honestly like I love a bitch who could prove me wrong because this is how you do it on the stage of Drag Race. Like you got to be smart. You got to do something that nobody else would do. Who else would have thought of a fucking ass for like a donkey ass for a cake runway, like for a butt runway? Like it was so creative in my mind. Like I would have never thought of that. So props to you. Pretty.
Whoever made those donkey legs needed to put a good tighter base in it, done a butt crack stitch down the center of it,
Yeah.
because when you
Mm-hmm.
blow dry faux fur, it fluffs up. So you could have stitched right on top of that to create a nice perky butt, and then really had it look, I don't know, presentable and realistic and nice. There's a few qualms I have with it, but I think it's such a beautiful creative idea, and I think going down the runway, creating like almost like a number out of it, drinking the
Yeah.
potion, all that, I think it's so fabulous. So I'm gonna have to get pretty, and this is the creative drag that I think is worth protecting.
Yeah, no, I really love. She gets a 10 for presentation because I love the storyline. Because she had me like lost at first. I was like, oh, this ill maiden dress. Like, where's she going with this? She's drinking the potion. Uh, but then she revealed like to
Old
like
maiden
it be
type
like a
dress.
donkey, like an ass. I was like, oh wait, she's very smart. It was very campy. I lived. It's a pretty.
All right. Well, let's go on to the Queen's Got Talent Part 2. And we're gonna start with Sam Star. I loved Sam Star's performance. The number was paced fine, but I wish she would have given it a little bit more energy. I feel like she was giving 75%. If you want to win, you got to give 120. So that was my takeaway from it.
Yeah.
Sam Star. Oh,
Oh, so you
that's it.
forgot. So you forgot what she
Right, I
did.
forgot who she was. No, I'm just like I think about it, and it's just like the only thing I can say about it is wah, wah. If that is your talent that you have to show, then I guess there's not much left, you know.
I'm
There's room
screaming.
for everybody.
Block that tea,
No,
bro.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, but it's just like that dip was not great. The outfit was not great. The energy was whatever. Mm.
I agree. I wish there was more. Um, I didn't really like see the talent. I'm not a country music fan, so like I just already knew I was not gonna like it off the bat. So like I'll start with it there. Like it was fine. It was forgettable, and I don't know who told that girl she could dip. but I'm gonna need her to work on that. Or if she don't want to put in the energy to dip better than that, I'm gonna need her to hang it up.
I just really didn't. Yeah, there was no energy. It was a little stiff around the edges. Like it was just not my fave of the night.
What distracted me from it was where are the jokes in the track. With the messy dip as well, I just feel like that
Mm,
made the performance fade in the background a lot.
girl,
So it's very in between the pack.
I thought this was really forgettable. I like the outfit. I thought she looked good, but it just really didn't go anywhere for me. And the fact that you're ending on a dip and it's not even good, it's kind of like, what was the point of the whole number to me? And it was just very safe. So
Moving on to Anya Nerve, and I'm gonna let my ghetto sister Chris Love come in and talk to us about this ghetto. this,
right foot in, out, left foot in, out. Anya, I was living for you, bitch. I don't care. Like people, I've heard people say, "Oh, it's like low energy. She could have done more." But I thought the song was doing the work. Like you were doing, she did a little dance. You got really like, I feel like I got to know her within that 1 minute, and I feel like that's your job as someone doing a talent show. So I really enjoyed it.
Anya, I thought Anya's performance was a little bit low energy. This is Drag Race. I feel like the season 17 girls are not bringing me the energy I want to see. Anya, I feel like out of everybody, she could do like way more. All I saw was like right foot, left foot, dip down. Like the song was catchy, but not catchy enough for me to put all that to the side.
I think she sold it with her personality, but on the other hand, where was the talent? Like the song was catchy, sure. Anybody can have help making a song or like whatever it may be. I just didn't see the talent, especially for her to be like talking about Arietti about like swishing around the skirt. That is a traditional dance that is not easy to do. That is something that is learned. Um, what she was doing was something anybody that could move can do.
I thought it was catchy. Hey, like I was bopping to it the whole time.
Ceviche gets
I was
ghetto.
working.
It wasn't like something that was going to like break down the barrier, but it was a safe, cute number.
I think that there's not a lot, there was not a lot, it was fun, it was not a lot there. I just think that she clearly has more talents than she put into that number, is all I'll say.
I loved Anya's number, honestly. Like, Dochi was living to the lyrics, and she was like, "Hey, hey, in, out." I loved it. I loved the lyrics. I loved the whole vibe of the performance. Even towards the end, it got everyone really hype, and that's what talent show's supposed to do. Like, get everyone's hypes up, and like, it was just that the performance was just lacking. She could have done more, twirled more, got down more, started twerking, started doing something. Y- We just wanted more performance level
I thought
from
this was a
this. That's all.
classy party. Okay, moving on to my personal favorite song. One of my favorite songs. This is Crystal Envy. I think her song is so good. I can't stop streaming it. I'm obsessed. Jasmine Kennedy comes on it. She eats. But this number, I enjoy the number for itself. I enjoy how you performed it. My one critique is that wig is so ugly. When you put it on, I don't know what made you think to put that on.
Baby, she is the MVP, and I do envy her because that was too good. Like, I loved it. It was so much fun. I was bopping. Like, I feel like I was watching like High School Musical. Like, it was a production. It was like you knew what you were doing.
I thought it was fine. I didn't like any of the looks that were like in the talent show.
Yeah.
And again, we've seen her in hair better than that. So I don't know why she would throw on that wig. And
Hit
she used
Vanity
it for the
up.
photo shoot on Instagram. She used it for the photo shoot on Instagram too, which I thought was even more hitty. Like I'm like, you're doubling down on the hitty. Um, but the face was stunning. The song was fine. To me, it gave Disney Channel. Um, but yeah, like I liked it.
It was fun. I like the beat. Um, I don't know. I'm just like the all three. Like, how you gonna have like three reveals and none of them are good? Like,
Girl.
I didn't like a single outfit. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't like a single outfit, But I thought her performing was lovely. I thought that she did such a good job.
Yeah.
I think that she has great stage presence.
A day at the pool, a trip to the spa. That's what your song gave me because it was so High School Musical,
I'm
which I kind
crying.
of like, but I was really confused. I didn't get the diamond experience from Nothing You Had On. I love you, but that was just crazy work.
It was kind of, I will say, like, it was a little frantic, like Lucy versus Lux type frantic, but it was definitely there.
Don't say
It was
Lux in
like,
this call.
Girl. Moving on to probably my personal favorite, Hormona. She cleared, she chewed, she swallowed, she ate that stand-up set.
Dirt.
Yeah, no, she didn't. That it was actually really bad.
she was definitely confident at what she could bring. I think she thought she ate because after she heard RuPaul's like first and second choke, she's like, "Oh, I'm eating this." Like, no, you're not. Like, it's that sympathy chuckle. I'm sorry, Hormona. Like, this Raider Queen's about to do you dirty.
I'm like, do you not like? Did she not run through anything with anybody and was like, "This is what I plan on doing"? Because if she had friends, I would have been like, "Bitch, give me the paper." Okay, well,
Girl,
not me, but
definitely
somebody
not you.
else.
Mhm. I love delusion. I love people who believe so truly that they are talented at something. But I also think that, like, at a certain point, it's like you get up there and, like, how do you feel good about yourself? Like, how do you go to sleep at night, like, knowing that you did that?
Briar, you hate her.
You've seen how people do on the do comedy on the talent show. You're not that girl yet. You won't. I just it was just not funny. Nothing was funny. It seemed like a roast. Which why are you doing a roast for your talent show if it could possibly come up in a future challenge? Like it's not.
Right.
It was not everything.
This was disappointing for me. I'm like, you know, girls, you might have got a chance for RuPaul to get your drive or whatever, but girls really fight to be on that show. So for you to go up there and do that, I was like, damn, like, no, that was rough. So
Yeah,
not living.
it wasn't too good. Moving on to Corey King. I want to start with Chris because I know Chris has some strong opinions about Corey's talent show. So, what are your thoughts?
Shake that ice! Ah! This was too good, so good. I was living. Bitch, I was living for everything. I don't care if it was an Amazon bodysuit. You did what you needed to do. I was entertained from start to finish, and I've been streaming.
Oh my god, produced by Atlas herself. I
Yeah.
do like this. I like this a lot. I thought she was such a wonderful entertainer. She looked gorgeous up there. I thought the vocals were lovely, and I have to say that, like, Atlas production was amazing. She had the best produced track up there.
I think Corey's talent show, it was very captivating. Like Chris said, I was watching from start to finish. I think her talent show could have been top 2 if she had a better runway. It was really good because she looked good in her talent show. I don't care if it was Amazon bodysuit either. It looked so good. I want the link, sister. Send it. So pretty.
I lived for all of it. Like, I'm still streaming. I wish there was an extended version, but everything about the performance was good. Even the dip at the end was amazing. That little spin to the dip, and that one ice cube that fell off was a paid producer because it was that sickening. It's a full on pretty. I know we're not doing that, but it's a pretty.
Shannon, you had someone too.
I loved it. Have been streaming it just as much as La Leche. Um, it is a really sickening song. Big Atlas did her big one. Um, no notes.
I'm shaking my melted little ass. Like it was too good. Like so good. I loved it. Enjoyed it so much. That bitch knows how to command a fucking stage. She knows what she's doing. It's so good.
Moving on to Miss Lana Jarre. I'm gonna start with Lana, and I'm gonna preface by saying I love Lana. I just think this song, it sounded sleepy. It sounded like I was tired, and when she was performing it, it looked like she was tired too until she did the dip. I think she needs to pump up the energy. A lot of these girls, we need to get them a Red Bull because it's not eating right now. It's not.
I know her to be a crazy, insane performer. And I feel like something was holding her back. I'm pretty sure it was the nerves, which like I get it. I just wanted more in the beginning, especially with the giant Lux head at first. Like it was building up to something, and then it kind of just didn't go anywhere till the last second.
I thought Lana looked really great. I love this outfit on her and the hair and everything. But for the performance aspect, I think it could have been just a little bit more like emphasized and just like more, yeah, like Canary said, energy put into it. I'm sure you were nervous because it's a lot, especially being on a new stage performing. But yeah, I wanted that Lana that like is at the bar at like 2 in the morning bucking down. That's what I needed on that stage.
Yeah, I thought the performance was like I was saying good night. Let's just say that. I was tired, ready for bed. Just like yeah, I mean the dip at the end was cute, but and it was funny and good, but like we need every like the whole thing to be good. Like
Um, I know what Lana Del Rey is capable of. And I don't think she did what she is fully capable of on that stage that night. And I think that's a little disappointing. But other than that, I mean, she looked beautiful. And, I think the bit with Lux is cute. But kind of like my same critique about Corey, who, like, constantly bringing up someone else. Like, you have to, it's about you. This is you. You.
Yeah.
Make it
Girl,
about
this is your moment. Have it.
literally. And I think, like, we get Lux is your mom, Lux is fierce. I want to see Lana Del Rey because I know Lana Del Rey has that star factor. I just think she could have done more to show us that.
Moving on to Lexi Love. And I would normally start with Vanity, but since this bitch had a lot to say about her in the press, Briar Blush, what do you have to say about Lexi Love's skating?
I just wish there was more actual skating. There's so many fun moves that I know that bitch could probably do. There's this thing called the cannonball I bet she could have done. I wish she lifted a leg up and while she was skating. There's so many tricks, like a skate slide is something I do all the time. I think that the win was so justified that I can look past it.
Okay.
mhm.
So you don't hate her. I love that.
I don't hate her, but I didn't like that outfit.
Obviously, I'm not a skater, so I don't know the logistics of it all. But looking at it as somebody that isn't a skater, I think you did a great job. And honestly, you were the most entertaining, probably talent show of both episodes, if I'm going to be real.
Again, love Lexi. That's my sister. That is my girl. I will say I do love the outfit. I love what she did with it. My only like I guess gripe with it is I know my sister, she is a maximalist, so she likes to put that shit on. Like I feel like the cupcake wasn't needed, and I feel like all like the stones and like accoutrements weren't needed because the jacket and the skirt were so like pretty. Like I love those, and it was like so very like 80s, matched like the roller derby vibe. I've seen her do more on skates, so I wish she would have used more of her tricks on skate. I also agree with Canary, she would have won. If the talent show was like all one thing, I feel like Lexi still would have won.
Lexi, bitch, you ate for me. I thought you grabbed every single person in that building's attention by just being in skates, and no one else did that. So automatically, that puts you way above everyone else. And your song was so good, so catchy. It really told us who you are, and I think that's one of the most important things about a talent show. And I fell in love with you as a performer. I mean, I've seen you perform before, but it was just you were in your element.
Lexi tugged on everybody's wigs this episode. Like, I loved it. I can barely rollerblade, like only a little bit, but like every time I see it, it's just like that's just like magic to me. Like it's I like it.
Yes, I love that.
I loved it. I thought it was so fun. Do you think it was because of the floor, maybe? Like, she did say she was nervous about falling, like, because of the floor. So maybe it was the flooring issue.
I have something to say about that actually. Is you can replace the wheels to a hardness that matches your floor. And so the concept that she was worried about slipping on the floor because it's too slick does not apply to me because you have the ability to change your wheels to whatever floor you're on. So I think that's
Oh,
Moving on to the lip sync alter ego, we have Lexi versus Crystal. Those were who the queens voted for the top two. I think we can all anonymously agree on Lexi. We might have interchanged Corey or somebody, but That's just what it was brought to us as. And Lexi wins the lip sync. Do you guys agree with her winning this lip sync? Starting with Ceviche.
I do. I think
Okay,
that
yeah.
I think Lexi was. Sorry, I just cut everyone off. I just want to say I believe that like between the two of them, she is closer to having a black vagina than Crystal is. Um, and so I think it was a rightful win.
Yeah, I
crying,
agree as
girl.
well.
Hey,
I don't know
hey,
why
go
they
white
gave
girl.
these white girls that song, but they did the best they could do. I thought Crystal's movements were a little painful looking yet again. I thought Lexi's voguing was a bit messy, but I know Lexi is not a girl who does ballroom. So for her to do that, she must have been filling her oats caboodle boots times 10. Because
I was gonna
I
say.
have never seen Lexi duck walk. I did not know her knees were that good. Um,
Yeah.
so she had to have been feeling it. So I'm proud of her, and I think she also deserved to win. Much love to my sister.
Lexi was surprising the hell out of me in that lip sync. She was like going on her back with her legs in the air. She was doing like a whole bunch of stuff I've
Yeah.
never seen that girl do. But I was living. I thought it was like she's in the moment. She's having fun. That's what RuPaul wants to see, not a girl that's frantic and
Yeah, and
stumbling
like
over
Crystal
herself.
felt like watching her felt like she was fighting for our attention. Lexi just had the attitude and like the comfortability on that stage. It was like, girl, you would have think Lexi was like touring with this song before Drag Race, the way she was performing
Yeah.
that.
And it also goes to show when you're old, when you're an older girl, you're a little more comfortable on the stage.
Right.
And
Mhm.
that just
Yeah.
these girls are calling her grandma, but she's literally skating circles around them. So maybe they should take some notes.
Yeah.
Lock it.
Lexi 8. All right. Well, let's move on to Harmona X Acacia. This a
We gotta
stinky
talk about this.
runway.
Do we have to?
Yeah.
What a
Really?
waste for Yes and.
Girl, what
Don't
a
ever
waste
play
of
Ariana's
space.
music.
Justice needs to be served for Yes and, but I do think it was a good lip sync overall, just because of Acacia's like she timed her little booty thing correct at a good time. But other than that, Alter Ego was the better version of that tonight. But I do agree with the winner being Acacia. Does anybody disagree?
I would have sent them both
A
packing. I
little.
would
You.
have sent them both packing. I'm sorry.
Acacia did not move the entire lip sync. Am I wrong? Like, she stayed
Mostly
in
because
that
she
I
had
don't
one
think
that brush
spot.
so.
in her ass.
How do you walk on
She
the
was
stage,
squeaking down
though?
that runway while she was lip syncing because she knew
She was
like I need to pull it
waddling.
out somehow.
Oh my god, this just got really
Anyways.
horny. I'm scared. But
Well, I'm just gonna
yeah,
say it now. I'm just gonna be like, it's like they really like. It's so clear who's not gonna be prosperous this season, and it's like honestly, watching it was a waste of time. Like it would have been so satisfying to see Hormona go home, and then it like
yeah,
she dunk Michelle back into the girl. Like waste my time. What we could have
yeah,
had was we could have had better cuts of the fucking talent. We could have had more confessionals, more time getting to know them, but you're gonna waste my time to watch Hormona and fucking Acacia. Like, ew, like mama, those would not have
Struggle
won
for
on
ew,
2
talent
minutes.
night.
you're
Huh?
disgusting,
They were struggling for 2 minutes straight.
Right,
girl.
girl, like the choreography to Yes and is not that hard.
At the end of the day, nobody goes home. We're stuck with the same 14 queens, but Lexi and Susie have a win under their belts, and I can't wait to see what they do next week. Who are your guys' wins to win the whole season right now? Let's start with Vanity.
Um, Lexi Love is completely my front runner. I love that girl from the to the moon and back. On roller skates. Um, she's my front runner. She is my pick to win. I love that girl so much.
All right, Ceviche.
Yeah, I would honestly have to say Lexi for sure, because she has the energy of somebody that everybody knows. You know what I mean? Like
You're
everybody has
right.
that one person that just like resembles Lexi, and it's such a heartwarming like feeling that I get from her. I do really love her, and also Susie too. I definitely am seeing her go far for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think Susie is my front runner right now. I'm really entertained, and she keeps me on my toes. So I'm living for Miss Toots.
I'm taking my ballot off of yellow, and it's now voting love because I am team love.
Yes. I think me too. I'm personally also Team Lexi. Briar, who are you team? And your kitty.
I'm team. I know she kept clawing at the door. I'm team
Aw.
Lexi Love down, Susie 2 down. Those two girls. I'm living. I'm living for them. I think that they're gonna really be prosperous. I think so. I'm so sorry to you, Vanity and Canary, for loving Susie 2, but I do.
Thank you for the personalized apology. I really appreciate it. No, but that is the end of Shit Talker. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure if you guys want to donate, you'll be getting a shout out in our next video. And make sure to like and subscribe because apparently I never say that. So like and subscribe and leave a comment and be that girl and tell us how much you love Briar Blush and our looks. Bye everybody,
Oh
and
my god.
don't forget. Oh, what's the tea?
Oh, I was, I was going to say I'm just so grateful to be here.
No, that's so
We loved
sweet.
having you. It was such a
No,
good
yeah, we loved
Thank
having
episode.
you.
you.
All
But
right,
you
bye
finish. You
everybody.
finish.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Deuces. Mwah.